Good morning. I'm here to present to you a research entitled Strategies for Research Productivity Enhancement of an Aviation-Focused Higher Education Institution. I am Dr. Leo Mendel Rosario from the Philippine State College of Aeronautics, and my co-authors are the research coordinators of from the various institutes and campuses of PhilSCA, along with the research director, Dr. Noel Navigar. For the background of the study, PhilSCA is the only state-funded higher education institution, or HEI, in the country that is focused in aviation sciences. The Philippine State College of Aeronautics has four campuses at Pasay City, Pampanga, Lipa City, Batangas, and Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. Besides this, the main campus has four institutes on liberal arts and sciences, engineering and technology, computer studies, and graduate studies. The manpower and financial resources of PhilSCA both offer an opportunity for a high research productivity. However, PhilSCA has not been able to tap its resources for a competitive research productivity. As a matter of fact, from our study that was presented in a research conference, we have used a research productivity score to determine the research productivity of PhilSCA for the last semester, which included the number of research publications, conferences, etc. And from this research productivity metric, or RPS, PhilSCA has only 16% of research productivity, which means that PhilSCA has only achieved 16% of the requirements prescribed by CHED for a state college for last semester, because we have used the CHED SUC leveling instrument for the study. And as you can see in the figure 2, the blue bars represent the research productivity of the different academic units of PhilSCA. So PhilSCA has not been able to tap its resources for a competitive research productivity. Also, there are indications of a need for institutional support to enhance the research productivity of faculty members of PhilSCA from the online Delphi survey used for formulating the research agenda for 2021 to 2025. As you can see, for the different research agenda for the different programs, the level of competence varies from moderate and partial, as represented by orange and red colors. In terms of sufficiency, there is also a partial and moderate resource in order to complete the program research agenda. For the introduction, research and development, or R&D, is any creative work that is systematically undertaken to increase the stock of knowledge which can be used to devise new applications, as stated by the OECD. The research productivity of an organization is measured through the number of journal publications, conference presentations, citations, and patents. Private and public HEIs are primary sources for a research productivity of a country. Faculty research productivity is affected by individual behavior and institutional support. The Research and Development Center of PhilSCA should develop strategies to increase the research productivity. A needs analysis may be used as a basis of the strategies for the research management. We have two statements of the problem. Number one, what are the needs of the faculty members of PhilSCA to enhance their research productivity? Number two, what strategies can be employed to enhance the research productivity of faculty members of PhilSCA? In terms of related literature, faculty research productivity offers benefits in the form of promotion and incentives. Despite this, balancing teaching with research and lack of institutional support become roadblocks to faculty research productivity. The important predictors of research productivity of a HEI is the research culture of the faculty members and the research environment provided by the institution. Institutional strategies for enhancing research productivity of HEIs include the following: research agenda, publishing avenues, research funding, establishment of research center, and hiring of faculty with research experience. On the other hand, some faculty behaviors that enhance their research productivity are personal commitment and motivation. For the research gap of the study, there is no published literature for the needs analysis and strategy formulation for enhancing the research productivity for aviation schools in the Philippines. For the conceptual framework, we have adapted an operational framework used in our previous study, but we have added a faculty needs analysis in order to formulate strategies for enhancing research productivity for the different processes in the research management, from research planning to research implementation to research assessment. For the research methodology, in this study, strategies for enhancing the research productivity of PhilSCA have been determined through a series of focus group discussions with the faculty members for the 4 institutes and 3 satellite campuses. Thematic analysis extracted codes and core themes on the research productivity enhancement. For the findings, for the statement of the problem 1, we have divided the needs analysis into 4 categories or core themes, such as policy, resources, capacity building, and administrative processes. And let me focus on INET, on the Institute of Engineering Technology. For the policy should be on research deloading and reduction in multiple designations are recommended to enhance the research productivity. For the resources, external mentors in engineering design for aeronautical engineering, software for finite element analysis for aeronautical engineering, laboratory equipment and materials for drone research for aeronautical engineering are needed. For capacity building, there should be trainings in finite element analysis, flight controller software, and orientation in research for aircraft maintenance technology. And lastly, for administrative processes, the faculty are requesting for research guidance for aviation electronics technology and processing of research proposals. For the findings on the statement of the problem 2 on the what strategies can be employed to enhance the research productivity of faculty members of PhilSCA, we have clustered the different codes and formulated major themes. So for the policy recommendation, and this is repeated from the other institutes and campuses of PhilSCA, there should be deloading and multiple designation policies, individual performance commitment and review, research grants, and research incentive policies. For the resource generation, there should be collaboration with external mentors, hiring of faculty researchers, establishment of drone research laboratory, allocation of research funding, and acquisition of research tools such as plagiarism checker. And lastly, there should be subscriptions to aviation journals. For capacity building, there should be research orientation, workshop on thesis advising and paneling, workshop on research paper writing, and external technical and specialist training. For the process development, under the Research and Development Center, there should be updating of the research manual and the student research handbook, announcement of upcoming aviation conferences, information dissemination in aviation journals, organized aviation research congress, and we have organized it with the PARC 2022, and also title defense for faculty research. For the conclusions and recommendations, 4 core themes emerged from the discussion data: policy recommendation, resource generation, capacity building, and process development. The results of the study may be used to formulate short and long-term research management programs for PhilSCA. Here are the references. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation.